No longer do Australian fashionistas have to migrate south for their fashion fix. Brisbane, the newest kid on the fashion block, is now home to some of the world's most prominent and influential designers, boutiques and events in the country, leaving Sydney and Melbourne shaking in their Balenciaga boots. In the last few years, Brisbane has received a steady progression of designer labels from overseas and interstate that's helping contribute to its flourishing fashion scene. One such store is Emporium's Jean Brown, which carries an enviable list of high-end international labels including Chloe, Lanvin, Diane von Furstenberg and Balenciaga. CBD retail developments such as the Winter Garden and Queen's Plaza have also lured on some impressive talent to Brisbane, with Zimmerman, Gorman, Bally and Tiffany & Co, the latest additions to the Queen's Plaza lineup. Renowned Brisbane retailer Natalie Denning, who started out in the industry more than 15 years ago and currently owns 7 popular fashion boutiques across Brisbane CBD and Fortitude Valley, has a firm grasp on Brisbane's fashion scene. I'm sitting here today with her marketing manager, Austin Morrow, who's also the designer behind emerging label Hunt and Prey. Spent working for Natalie Denning, what changes have you seen in Brisbane's attitude to fashion?
We've seen a greater demand for more international kind of labels, but still there's people that just want to buy solely made in Australia, designed in Australia, and there are a lot of really kind of good Australian designers that have solidified their place in the market, and they have a huge following.
Brisbane is also home to many designers who have recently gained international recognition on the fashion circuit, such as Easton Pearson, Sassenbide and Bora, whose designs have all been spotted on celebrities and runways throughout the world. Here with us today is the winner of Australia's Project Runway, Julie Grabag.
Stay based in Brisbane? I guess it was never really an option to move. For me, I'm just a Brisbane girl. Brisbane's got so many plus sites to live in here, and the support that you get from everybody around you, as well as the press and everybody, is a real plus. But for me, it's family as well. And I guess I used to work for Easton Pearson. My mum used to work for them 20 years ago, and then I worked for them 10 years ago, and I've sort of seen their progression, and they've been based in Brisbane, so I thought if they can do it, why can't I?
And what do you think sets Brisbane designers apart from other Australian designers?
I guess we're not that influenced. Sydney has a Sydney look and Melbourne has a Melbourne look. I know that a lot of people say that we're more summery and beachy, but I think that we're also quite international because we get everything from everywhere. We just have the opportunity to design whatever we want. There's sort of no limits to what we can do. It's exciting.
And what do you think we can attribute to the flourishing success of the Brisbane fashion scene?
I think there's so much going on in Brisbane at the moment. MBFF started 4 years ago, and we've got Valentino coming, which is very exciting. We had the Stephen Jones. So the fashion, we're actually finally getting noticed, and there's a lot of really exciting things happening, especially with small companies, sort of bringing that bit of luxe to Brisbane, which is what we really needed. So it's exciting. Brisbane's been amazing. I think that's when we started 10 years ago, the only thing that was associated with fashion was RAQ awards, and we're talking the days of Daniel Lightford and that type of thing, and that was very exciting. And I was in RAQ in 1997, but there wasn't much else for us to do. In 2006 we got MBFF, which is so exciting, and now so many other things are coming to Queensland that it's not just growing as a state, but the fashion industry is growing as well. And look at this QT fashion, that never existed when I was studying. I would have loved to actually study at a uni. So yeah, there's so much going on. It's really exciting.
Do you think that Brisbane could cement itself as one of Australia's fashion capitals?
I think so. We've got a strong fashion base, and everyone's quite close knit, and everyone does support each other. So absolutely, we've got some amazing people coming out of Brisbane, and not just designers but models and stylists, and there's so many aspects of the industry which is just so untapped. And a lot of people just think if you want to make it, you go to Sydney, Melbourne, or move to London or New York. But I think that eventually in 5 years Brisbane's going to be completely different. Even as far as international fashion goes, we've got Jean Brown now. We had our Belinda store. We're getting a Willow store, so it's really exciting. There's so much going on, and we've got a Sassenbide store. So that stuff which we did not have 5 years ago, it's all just come in, and it's we're here. Brisbane's arrived.
With Brisbane fashion flourishing the way it is, there's no denying the fact that we could soon take the cake for Australia's best dressed.